Today I'm going to show you a little bit about how to mulch your beds using pine needles. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you what you're looking for when you're buying pine needles. You need long leaf needles. When you go to buy for them, tell them that you need the long leaf. They're more expensive, but slash is what they call the bottom of the needles. The way you know that they're long needles is in most cases you're able to pull it and you can actually see that the length of the needle is almost as long as your forearm. Okay. When you're doing your needles, you can either carry a knife with you to break open the bales, but most times the bales are not packed so tight that you can't just grab, push. When you're doing this, it's best to wear long sleeve shirts because while you're shaking, the needles are going to kind of prick you and stab you a little bit, and it doesn't hurt, but it will itch later. So make sure you got some long sleeve shirts. We're going to do a little bit of shaking. It's pretty simple. You're just trying to get in between and around everything. To go up underneath shrubs, I found it easier just to do around the shrub and then kick up underneath the edge of the shrub. As you do the beds, always bring your needles out farther than the edge of the bed. You see the edge of the bed is here. We're going to come out about 1 foot to 1.5 feet past that edge. That way we get a nice tuck on the needles and they look nice and fluffy when we're finished. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes and I'll show you how to tuck all this. Alright, now we've spread the needles across all the beds that we're going to put them in. We did take them out about 1 foot to 1.5 feet past the edge of the bed line like we discussed earlier. The reason for that is you step back to where you've spread the needles and you push the edge of those needles up underneath the vast majority of the straw that's inside the bed. Now what that does is that creates a nice pillowy effect and gets you nice and fluffy looking. So you're going to have to do this once after you spread the needles and then come back in a day or two or after it rains and redo it. That way you get a nice sharp look to the edges of your beds. And it should stick, it should stay, because pine needles will stick to just about anything. That's what makes them the greatest mulch for doing hillsides and slopes. You're not always raking your mulch back into your beds later. It's just a great mulch. I can't say enough. Pine straw has a low cellulose content. For the most part, it deters termites. I don't want to say it's termite proof, but with low cellulose content, they're not going to be happy to make a home in it. Air passes through it very well, which deters fungus. That's why I'm a big fan of pine straw, but always remember that your landscape is your sanctuary. Design your landscape to bring you peace and help you stay grounded. Dream it and build it. And if I can help, just let me know. Check out my website, email me, text me, call me. I'll be glad to help you out in any way that I can. Thanks for watching.